So let's walk you through how to use track changes in Microsoft Word. When I send back a manuscript after I've edited it, I use track changes in Microsoft Word. So in order to enable track changes, you need to click on the track changes button here in the review tab. And then as you can see, any change I make shows up in red and is basically a suggestion that you have full power over to accept or reject. So there are several ways to accept or reject it. You can right click as you hover over it, or as you have your cursor there, and you can reject insertion or accept. So if I reject, you see it just disappears. You can also, if there's something on the side here, you can right click it, and you can also accept or reject there in the drop down. You're also able to come up here and you can see there's a reviewing pane that will show you literally everything that I inserted and deleted. That can be a little overwhelming, although you can also see how many revisions I made. Apparently 145 in this document. That's not typically something you'll need to look at. If you come over here to where it says accept, you can click the drop down there and you can accept and move on to the next change. You can accept all the changes. Maybe you've looked it over and you like all the changes, and to save time you just click accept all changes and all the changes are accepted. And then you decide, okay, now I'm going to deal with the comments here. So maybe I've made a comment like this one. What do you mean here? If we're going back and forth, you can reply and be like, I mean ... whatever you mean. And then I can come back and be like, oh, okay, I see what they mean now. I'm going to fix that. And then when I'm done with it, if we're still going back and forth, I'll hit resolve. Now, when we're all done with all the comments, we can come up here to the delete button, and you can either delete just that comment, or you can delete all the comments, which is nice sometimes. So you can also, I get to go back here. You can also come up here, let's say you want to reject a change. You can hover over the change like I showed you before. You can also come up here to the button reject, and you could reject one change and then move on to the next. Or you could reject all the changes. Now hopefully you don't want to reject all the changes that your editor sent you. If you'd like to see what your manuscript looks like with all the changes they made, you're going to have it on all markup. So then you can see everything that they did. If you want to see what it looks like if you accept everything, you're going to click on simple markup. And this red line over here is showing that, yes, they've made a change, but it's not showing you the change. It's simply showing you everything that, it's showing you what it looked like if you accepted everything. So you can compare, so you can look at that and scroll through and see if you like the way everything looks. You can also see no markup. That takes that red line away. And also the comments. You can also see the original, what it looks like as if no changes were made to the document, but it's still remembering that there are changes made or changes suggested. If you go to all markup, there they are again. So I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.